description in this video, but I didn't. I just kind of wanted to go live a little bit. I'm out in the field, you know, where the moisture's been sucked out by my cover crop. That right? Yeah, and I'm gonna go bankrupt, which could happen. You never know. I figured I'd turn it around. This is actually a test plot. I got 48, 24, and then there's 24. This is the end of the test plot rows, and I'm gonna dig down here with my knife a little bit. The rows are fine. The stand is good. It's dry. It is dry. That's all I can say is it's dry, like super duper dry. And every once in a while you get one of these guys here. I got a seed that didn't get down the ground. So that's an opportunity to go ahead and dig down and see what we got. You can see there's moisture there. There's a rock there. That's why that skipped out of that spot. But if you look, as hard as that ground is, you can see where the moisture is, right? And that's sidewall compaction. This is a wet spot in the field. It's a little bit of a lowland spot, but the corn actually looks pretty good. But this is a wet spot. I think this is where the sprayer went. And just figured I'd take a quick tour out here. You can see the rows. From the road, it doesn't look very good because there's shaded areas from where the cover crop was, you know, where the cover crop was. And there are some spots where it did not come up, but you can see they're there. These seeds are in here. It was that dry when I planted it, and you can see, watch, that it's just that dry down in here. It is nothing but dust. I'm gonna go ahead and dig them up. Maybe I could see a seed down there. Yeah, here it is. So it was down there, maybe just a bit too deep, because that's what I got, some accordioning. So this was a little bit wet when I planted it, and then it dried out. Now across the road, that was planted the day before in the evening. This was planted in the afternoon the next day, and a lot of drying had happened in that time. Wow, look at that sucker. But it's very dry down there. I'm hoping to see another one of those seeds down in here. I'll do a live dig. You know how they go. They never go very well. That actually put that down in there too deep. That one row did. But the seed is there. The plants are there. You can see them, right? So those rows are there, and it's like that completely across this entire field. We need rain. It has been the last rain, measurable rain that we had was 14 days ago, and it was about a tenth, 1.6 tenths of an inch. That was the last measurable, and the last actual rain that counted was over a month ago. It was May 1st. We had 1.9 inches of rain. 1.9 inches of rain. So, yeah, that's what we've got going on here. Yeah, it's so dry right now. I'm not worried yet. I'm worried for a couple of farms, you know, that were planted a little bit later and they dried out. I mean, it's this again. The earliest planted corn was a problem because of the moisture, and the later planted corn has a moisture problem as well. Like there's not enough. The last corn that I planted is still just sitting in the ground, hasn't moved, hasn't had enough moisture to sprout. So I'm not planting anymore. I've stopped planting, and I'm going to plant the remaining corn that I have to plant on around the 16th or the 18th, unless I get an inch of rain between now and then. What is today, the 4th or the 5th? So that's what we've got. I mean, where Teresa went over the end rows twice with the VT, you can see it. Obviously, you can see it. She had knocked down that grass really pretty far. But that kind of almost defeats the purpose of the no-till or minimum till that I'm doing because